Yo, what's going on? Black quarterback here. So we got ignore me standing up. Different thing going on. We have a Super Bowl champion. It is not New England. It is Seattle. So few things. Few things. Domination is the word. There is 2 minutes left, so I thought I could record this now. So the final score. Well, it's not the final score. The final score will be up on the screen. But an absolute masterclass in defense and just absolutely destroying your opponent and like making them feel small. Seattle came in this game and said, "We're gonna make these fools feel small. We're gonna play hard nosed defense. We're gonna make them just not look like themselves." And I just posted on IG that they had a weak schedule the whole way through, and Drake May threw a terrible interception when they were on their way to get back. And just ultimately, they looked like the moment was too big for them. They looked like the moment was too big for them. That's what it looked like. It looked like they got here. They got here because they deserved to be here. But ultimately, Seattle was more prepared, and Seattle was way more not invested, but just way more prepared and way more mature and ready to win. So, right now, as I'm recording this, if it changes, it'll be on the screen. Sam Darnold didn't do much, but Kenneth Walker was a monster. 27 carries, 135 yards. Receivers really didn't do anything, but he held it down in the running game, and that's really all he needed. They could have won this game. They could have won this game with 20 points. They didn't even need the right now it's looking they got 30 points, but they could have won this game with 20 points. They didn't need almost 30. So you look at Seattle and you're like, can Seattle repeat? We're gonna do way too early predictions on Wednesday. But Seattle is how you rebuild. Seattle is showing you this is how you rebuild a football team. Now they wasn't that bad coming into this, but Seattle balled. Seattle was my pick to come out and to win the Super Bowl in general. No, I'm lying. I'm lying. Houston was my pick, but Seattle was my pick to get to the Super Bowl. I thought that Seattle was going to play well, and this was going to be what Seattle was doing while I'm blabbling. What Seattle did is what I assumed that Houston was going to do, but CJ Stroud had other plans. So you look at Seattle and you're like, wow, I think that their type of play style is going to be more in vogue now. I think teams are going to look for more defensive head coaches. I think defense is going to be more heavily invested into with this Super Bowl win. I think this Super Bowl win is going to change the way teams are constructed now. It's always going to be top guys. It's always going to be Lamar Jackson's, your Patrick Mahomes, your Josh Allen's, your Joe Burrows, your Jalen Hurts. It's always going to be those guys, right? But I think with them winning without Sam Darnold having like a spectacular game, Sam Darnold just didn't mess it up. That was my thing for Sam Darnold. I said, as long as Sam Darnold does not mess it up, they can win the Super Bowl. Same thing I said about CJ Stroud, but like I said, CJ Stroud had other plans. Like I'm sorry to take more digs at you, but that's just what it is. Like this win is huge. This win is huge for the NFL. Um, expect, and I don't want to keep repeating myself, but defensive coordinators are going to be more in vogue. Offense, I think, is going to take a back seat again, and it's just where we are now. This no. Also, it's going to be a lot of unnecessary expectations on people. Mike McDonald is the exception to the rule, not the rule. You are not supposed to come into a team and win this fast. And Baltimore let him go for John Harbaugh. This dude could be doing this in Baltimore. If he was coaching Baltimore, that's them at the podium. So, but shout out to Seattle. Shout out to the Patriots for being for taking advantage of a weak conference. Like who knows, the Patriots might not ever get to the Super Bowl again. But I was telling somebody in my inbox just earlier, you got your quarterback, you got your quarterback, you got your coach, Y'all be back in this. And something I didn't tell, brother. You guys have a legit chance, excuse me, to be back in this situation last year. At least with the opportunity to be in this situation next year. So I wouldn't be too bent out of shape about it. I'm not necessarily sure what I said before, but y'all have a coach, y'all have a quarterback, y'all will be fine. So, and that's the end of the what's that? The 2025 NFL season. Crazy season, man. Then had a lot of ups and had a lot of downs. Um, then had personal growth. Had to step back from some things, but personal growth on the channel, learn some things, man. This is gonna be a great offseason. We're gonna get into some too early predictions and what does all of this mean for both teams and all that great stuff. We're gonna do all that. We're gonna do all that Wednesday. So I'll see you guys Wednesday. And if you're watching this Monday, enjoy the rest of your day. If you're watching this Sunday night, enjoy the rest of your evening. Peace. 2025 season. We out.